Hey friends, welcome to Post to Post. It's Neil here. It's Friday, the best day of the week. Jersey concepts coming at you. 32 that I've not seen before. You and I are going to react to these together. The designer today is Zach. He's come up with, I guess it's a series. It's called Fresh Crest. I don't really know what that means. I'm assuming every single logo in the jersey is not used today in the NHL's actual jerseys. So maybe the jerseys are similar. Maybe it's just a new logo. I have no idea. We're going to find out together. Let's jump in and let's get it done. Let's react to these together. Bring up the first one. It's going to be Anaheim. Oh, okay. Yeah, so my suspicions were correct so far. That is a different logo for sure. And you know what? Regardless of logo, I actually really like this jersey. It's got great balance. It's got orange up top with balance with the orange down below. And the white stripe that's in the neck that makes up the collar there, the same thickness of that white stripe is down below. And in the middle, just great balance actually with this jersey. And I like that the black is the primary color. This is a really good jersey, really simple jersey, and the logo's not my favorite, but it's okay. Moving on, the Coyotes. Okay, yep, new logo. Wow, the bottom is very intense. I'd be curious to see what color the pants would be for this one. I like the off-white, and I like the purple. And so we're missing some greens, we're missing some oranges from their burgundy actually as well from their current branding. But this actually looks pretty good. I do like this. Yeah, good start to this whole series. Moving on, the Boston Bruins. Okay, so technically this has been used in their past. I think the last time they used this logo was 2015-ish, maybe, in the Winter Classic. I can't exactly remember the year, but that was a good jersey. And so is this. This is an excellent jersey, actually. I would like to see a white version exactly done like this. I wouldn't change anything, actually. Phenomenal jersey. Moving on, Buffalo. Okay, so that logo is on the shoulder patch of... what jersey is it? I think the Buffalo Slug had this shoulder patch on it. Great logo, and it's a little bit big for the front of a jersey, but then, at the same time, we got to look at, like the Washington Capitals Reverse Retro, number 1 and number 2. That logo was huge on there, so it's not completely far-fetched to see this on the jersey. It looks good. Moving on, the Carolina Hurricanes. Wow, this was a bold approach. So the Carolina Hurricanes have the state flag on, I think it's I can't remember if it's the left or the right shoulder, but on the alternate jersey, the black one with the the warning flags on front. So Zach's gone ahead here and put that on the front of the jersey. Now, I will say that it does feel a little bit out of place since it's also very subtle, like it was on the shoulder. It's very blacked out. You can barely see it. You have to be really close to see it. So that's not really a true great representation of the state flag if it's going to be that big on the front of the jersey. We're missing a lot of color, obviously. So I'm not sure. I'm a little conflicted with this. It might be weird to see a state flag on the front of a jersey. That'd actually be a really interesting series to see every single state flag or provincial flag, I guess, on the front of the jersey. The team has to use the flag. If you're thinking about a series to do for the channel, that would be cool, but without changing the colors. So you have to kind of make it work with the team's colors and branding too. So interesting. Yeah. All right. Not bad. Next, the Columbus Blue Jackets. Man, the jersey itself is actually phenomenal. I really like the stars on the bottom, how you've got it arranged here, Zach. But the logo feels so... It's very modern and playful and cartoony and stuff, but the rest of the jersey is very respectful and rigid and classic. So I guess I get a little bit of confliction here. But the logo does look good on the front of a jersey. I think I would rather see that logo on the front of maybe a more modern jersey with some angled striping or maybe some just modern influence in it. But I really like the jersey regardless of the logo. Moving on, the Calgary Flames. Okay, so the Calgary Flames did use this logo on, I think, a few Reebok jerseys on the shoulder, but not on the front of a jersey. And it is a great logo. It is one of my favorite alternate logos in the NHL that's ever been used. I do like the neck as well, what you've done with the neck. That yellow and the white look really good split like that. Don't love the shoulders. I would just personally prefer squared off shoulders. Next, the Chicago Blackhawks. So the Chicago Blackhawks have used that as their shoulder patch forever, and different variations of it as well. Different colorizations. Probably 6 to 9 different variations of this logo, just colorized over the years. And this looks pretty good, actually. I don't know if the intentions of this series, whether it's to replace an away jersey in this instance, or if it's just an alternate jersey or something. But yeah, I think this as an alternate jersey, or maybe even like a Winter Classic, I could totally see them using this. Looks good. Next, the Colorado Avalanche, going back with the foot logo, and Okay, I'm getting conflicted because the logo doesn't look that bad on the jersey, but I think Zach's done a phenomenal job just on the jerseys themselves. Like I love how this jersey is laid out. Great balance with the burgundy. Just the angular striping on the arms I think looks so good, and then he's got the proper font with the C and stuff like that. Man, that looks really really good just as a jersey. The logo is good, but I think a better logo could be put on this. Just a great job on your jersey designs in general, Zach. Moving on, the Dallas Stars. So I don't think the Stars have used a logo like that on a jersey. Maybe it's the Winter Classic it was on the shoulder. I can't remember. But the jersey itself is pretty good. I think that logo fits quite well also because if you look at the logo and the stroke on the logo, it's a big black stroke around it. But then that same thickness is in the pinstripe that comes all the way down. So it's actually really talented here, clearly, as you can tell as we go through with balancing things. Okay, the Red Wings. Don't think I've ever seen that logo, so that must be new or something. But I like this. Throw the Detroit Red Wings into a Winter Classic game. Give them this jersey. Sign me up. Send me the invoice because I would absolutely get this one. Great job. I like this one a lot. Okay, next the Edmonton Oilers. I think we've seen actually concepts recently using this logo maybe. Now, the jersey was obviously very different, but that logo looks very familiar to me just recently in concepts. I don't love it. It's okay. Give me some squared off shoulders, and this might be better. Moving on. Wow, Florida Panthers. This is awesome. I really like this jersey just in general as the jersey design. Again, regardless of logo, the amount of lighter blue at the bottom, which complements the lighter blue in the logo and the laces as well. Fantastic. And the yellow itself complements well with the dark blue and with the light blue. Really, really good pairing there. Great jersey. Moving on, the LA Kings. So we've got, I guess, a variation of their away jersey. Obviously, different logo. You've got that metal fleck texture, which you get in some of their jerseys, as well as the Vegas jerseys. And yeah, I think this could work. This looks okay. Next up, we've got the Minnesota Wild. Wow, with some black in there. That's a bit aggressive, I guess maybe. I don't know, it feels proper, but it kind of feels out of place at the same time. Man, I don't know. This one's tricky. This one's tricky for sure. Let me know in the comments how you feel about this one. Next, the Montreal Canadiens, and this looks like something that I know they didn't, but this looks like something that they wore in 1921 or like 1918 or something like that, and could come back as a Winter Classic or a specialty jersey. So I think this is a great job on this jersey. I get major classic vibes from this. Obviously, there's a little bit of confliction here because of the Toronto Maple Leafs, and there's blue in here, there's white in here, and then there's a maple leaf on the front. So a little dangerous, but to me, this works for Montreal. Next, the New Jersey Devils. Wow, I've never seen that logo before. We have the actual devil wrapping around the state outline of New Jersey. I don't love the logo. It feels very empty in the middle. I don't know what you would do. Maybe it would look better if it was physically produced or something. Maybe it's just because it's white. Maybe it should be black. I'm not exactly sure, but I don't love it. The rest of the jersey's fine. Next up, the Nashville Predators. So we've got that guitar pick, which you see on quite a bit of their jerseys on the shoulder. You've got the guitar strings, I guess, in the background. There's 6 strings there. And the arms are not bad. I don't love this jersey. It feels very busy in the middle of the jersey, I guess, because the numbers are there, the strings, the actual logo. So there's nothing up top. There's nothing down below. So yeah, maybe a little bit busy for me. Moving on, the New York Islanders. I would remove that white stripe in the front of the shoulder. I would just get rid of that and let the blue kind of breathe up. I do like the Lighthouse logo on this jersey. The orange is very complementary to the rest of the orange in the jersey. So good coverage here. Next, the Rangers. Okay, so I think this logo was used maybe back in the mid-2000s when they did those weird like shiny logos. I think the Philadelphia Flyers did one as well. And this may have been on a shoulder patch as well, maybe a Winter Classic jersey in the some year, I can't remember. But I would love to see this logo on the front of a jersey. It would be awesome. Maybe not this specific variation of it. They're really kind of a jaggedy version, maybe just a regular version. But this looks pretty good. Next, the Ottawa Senators. Now, I've not seen this concept before, but we have seen concepts like this before. Many people have given us almost exactly the same jersey, and for good reason. I think it's looks pretty good actually. So yeah, nothing serious to complain about here. It's good. Next, the Philadelphia Flyers. I've actually seen a bit of a jersey similar to this as well in a previous concept. I don't love that logo personally. It feels a little bit out of place. I do like the rest of the jersey design though. However, I would remove the orange from the bottom of the jersey and just let that black come all the way down. Let the orange stay put on the arms. Maybe like that thin stripe of orange on the bottom in the middle of the jersey. But I like the arms. That's a throwback to the Philadelphia Quakers from back in the day. And it looks good. Right now it's got a little bit of belly top vibes. Pittsburgh. Okay, so that Pittsburgh logo comes from the, I think, Stadium Series jersey. I can't remember if it was in the Reebok years or the Adidas years, but they did use that. I think it was Adidas, actually. I think it was the... Actually, no, I don't know. Anyway, they've used it. Not on the front, but they've used it. And it's a two-tone jersey. It looks pretty good. It's a bit of a weird logo to put on the front of a jersey. I think it works better as a shoulder patch or, an arm patch or something. Okay, the Seattle Kraken. Well, this one's pretty easy. This is very logical. Take the alternate logo, which is great, that anchor kind of Space Needle logo, and put it on the front. That's going to happen. You know it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time, and the colors look good here. So good approach on this one, Zach. Next, the San Jose Sharks, using that alternate logo with the gray. I don't know how I feel about this. The jersey individually, maybe average, but as a uniform, if I'm thinking that, maybe the pants are the same and the helmet's the same colors as the gray, I think that would be a pretty attractive uniform, actually. So I'd love to see a uniform concept based on this jersey. Next, the St. Louis Blues. Okay, so I guess this is quite close to their home jersey in a way. The shoulders are a little bit different. The logo is obviously different, but this isn't too bad. It's not one of my favorites that I've seen, though. Let's move on. The Tampa Bay Lightning, shades of all kinds of jerseys from their history kind of thrown in here. That's not bad, but I don't love it. It's just maybe one of those average ones for me. Moving on, the Toronto Maple Leafs. I think you've got me, but we got to remove the white at the bottom of the jersey. Again, it kind of looks like a belly top. I would just move that down so the stripe is exactly the same thickness as in the middle of the jersey as it is on the arms, and then we're talking. Okay, Vancouver Canucks. Okay, we've seen very similar concepts to this frequently for good reason. I think this would do well. Not everyone's favorite logo, but I think it would be popular. In terms of the jersey, the striping is pretty good. Next up, the Vegas Golden Knights. Just one simple, sword in the background with VGK there. I don't love it. It's a little bit too simple for me. It's a little bit too simple. Next, the Winnipeg Jets. So their alternate logo just put on the front of the jersey. It actually doesn't look too bad. But I think Winnipeg is at that transition point where they're approaching it, maybe already past it, where they need to do a bit of a rebrand. Maybe to this, maybe just go with this. But I've seen that logo tens of thousands of times, I feel like, in the past 12 years or whatever it's been since they came back into the NHL. And it's a little long in the tooth, I guess is what I'm saying. So I maybe would prefer something else in the front of the jersey. Now, the jersey itself is pretty decent. I like the two shades of gray. It's got a bit of an Air Force military kind of feel, or forces feel, and I think it will look great in a uniform. Okay, next up, the Washington Capitals. I think this is the last one, and this is great, actually. I like this a lot. This screams the Washington Capitals to me. Great execution here, actually. I don't know if I'd change anything about this. Great jersey. I don't know my favorites. There was a lot of good ones, so I'm gonna need a minute to pick my favorite. 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna go maybe a little bit of a boring route. I'm gonna choose Boston Bruins, and for I guess 2 reasons. The most important reason is it looks good. I mean, it looks good. It's kind of the inverted version of some previous jerseys, and it just looks good. Number 2, it's very logical. This is a very logical decision. This would be very popular within the fan base of the Bruins, and also jersey collectors in general. I think a lot of people who collect jerseys would kind of be very attracted to this one and would want to collect it. It's awesome. The logo on the front looks good. It's popular with the fans. It would sell very, very well. So excellent job on this one, Zach. An excellent job on all of them. You did a tremendous job, not only with your logo choices. I mean, obviously I didn't agree with some of them, but your jersey designs in particular were excellent almost all the way through. So, logos aside, tremendous job on the jerseys, and thank you so much for submitting those. I really appreciate it. We do this every Friday on the channel, and we'd love to have you guys on board. So if you're new, please hit the subscribe button and let me know down below in the comment section, and let Zach know as well what was your favorite from his series. Thank you so much for thinking a little bit outside the box, Zach, and doing a specific series. I always like those. Hope you guys have a great start to your weekend, watching lots of playoff hockey. I'll talk to you guys very soon. Adios.